Here we are again. Another Monday night podcast. Got Thomas, Crunch, and Thaddeus in studio.
We are Power and Speed.
Yes. And how do they get in touch with us, Tom?
908-751-0211.
But you get stuck?
I did. I flamed out for a minute. Give us a call when you can. Tad?
And like us on Facebook and iTunes.
Wow.
Wow, you are.
Oh, man.
Maybe he's trying to get himself a little bit out of the barrel today.
Yeah, he got it.
Because he knows this is going to be a rough show for him.
Yeah, he's going in. He's going in hard. What's up, Crunch?
What's up, fellas?
How was traffic, buddy?
It wasn't that bad. It was good.
Yeah, because what'd you do? You came straight from New York?
Yeah, straight down. The traffic on the turnpike is always rough. But once I get to 78, it's a smooth ride.
So what time do you get done in New York?
Today I got done around 4:30.
Is it worse, like around this time?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Holiday time?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So what, it gets worse and worse and worse up until New Year's?
Yeah. Plus my schedule is rough around the holiday time.
Yeah.
So once the new year comes in and goes,
yeah,
I'll slow down.
Well, that's one of the reasons we picked Monday nights, because Monday nights should have been better.
Right.
So,
yeah. Well, my Mondays are slow, but now in holiday time,
right, gotcha.
They're just like regular nights.
All right. Because we actually got some comments that people like the Sunday show, but I don't know how easy that is for people to do.
Wouldn't matter to me.
Yeah, but I don't know about Crunch or Tad or, well, you got nothing to do, Tad. It's not the only thing we're interrupting is your trip to Roy Rogers or Chick-fil-A.
Not that we're minimizing that.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're the least, bring me back this instead.
Okay. So the subject of today's show is going to be a little bit in part due to my frustration.
Where's our live link?
Our live link should be up.
What is wrong with us?
It's probably Facebook.
Tad, get me engineering on the phone.
Listen, I posted it.
Do we have engineering?
Listen, I posted it from the other thing and it didn't go up. Do you want to post a regular link, Tom, while we're doing this?
I don't even know how to do that. Hey, Tanner, you're probably listening already. Can you post our shit? Because we're lost.
Well,
man.
he can't put it on our own page.
He probably can. He probably do it better than we do.
Mixler's going.
I know Mixler's going, but what Tom's saying is the link isn't up again.
Oh, on Facebook?
Yeah, but I know I posted it just like I posted every other one. Here you go. Tom, you can do this. Well, I'm explaining why my frustration level is going to end up in some movement on Tad's turd. All right. So over the weekend,
right,
I have managed to amass a pile of old pallets from shipping merchandise in. My brother, he does work from here as well, and he's got pallets that all kinds of shit came in. So I was out there with the chainsaw, cut everything apart.
And he built an ark.
No.
Oh,
that's next week. Shh.
Got it.
I don't want too many people getting on
My
there.
bad. My apologize.
We decided that we're going to get all the whole property area cleaned up, because when the winter comes, I try to do it, but the winter's, hasn't gotten here yet.
right.
So usually it's a mad rush when it gets cold to like pick up all the pallets that got stacked up and cut them up and put them in a dumpster, because I don't have anybody to take them. So you got to take the chainsaw and cut them all up. So I put the backhoe on my machine. I did all the shit I had to do. And right in the middle of all this shit is this Subaru pile of shit sitting behind my shop.
You're not talking about Tad's car. Huh?
Yes, I am. So the frustration level with Tad's car has grown immensely.
Was it an eyesore?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Just
it is an
checking.
eyesore.
So he picked it up with the forklift and brought it over to the wood pile where he's going to burn everything, including the car.
No, what I informed Tad is that this project will be started, or it will become the new backstop for the firing range.
Yep.
One of the two.
Whoa.
And I would assume that Tad would want to start this project.
Yeah, I think he does. He actually texted me the other night, and we started talking about what we're going to do. So, Tad, you want to enlighten us?
And I want to go, see, most people don't get to hear about this stuff. I don't know what Tad's doing. He's over there tapping away. Are you arguing with Tanner, trying to keip your job, or
No,
what
I'm
are you
trying
doing?
to post the link on my page.
Okay.
Tanner's probably got it done already.
There's, and you had brought it up, and I had talked about it, and my thing is not on hold for anybody to ask, because somebody sent me a picture of a nice Malibu the other day, and they're sending, my stuff is not on hold. It's just, I haven't had a chance to talk again to Howard. I mean, I'm busy. I do work. I don't.
Me too.
I don't sit around all day and
Don't we all?
screw off. Right. Yeah. Well, Tad is, whatever.
Yeah, I wish.
Tad works.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, give him a break. It's Christmas.
I know that, like, when you look at, what's that Subaru form?
Nasyok.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have build threads, and they always talk about everything that gets done. And then, you've got idiots detailing 5,000 pictures and everything else.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody on those things, I've seen them before. I mean, just never looked particularly at the Subaru ones. They detail where you go from start to finish. Like, how do we achieve what we're looking to do?
Right.
So essentially here is the initial stages of taking Tad from the retarded street squirrel that we would make fun of into a guy with a nice car.
That we're still going to make fun of.
We're still going to make fun of, but now he won't have a retarded car. He's
Right.
just the driver's retarded.
Right.
It's gonna go from moss to miracle in a quick amount of time.
Yeah, I think a lot of the moss that is actually on the picture of the car, if you look real closely, will come off with a pressure washer. I'm going to put on some stipulations. If Tad, notice he's been particularly silent.
Yeah.
If Tad would like our assistance, and I'm sure Tom will agree, and since Tom has some ways to help the handicapped here, try to get his stuff together. I'm relatively sure that Tad,
Literally.
yes,
Go ahead.
Tad will have to be compliant with our demands. He really will not have a choice.
Tad,
Yes.
compliant?
It ain't get painted yellow.
I did tell him it was going to get painted yellow, but that was probably pushing the little too far.
That's a bad luck color with Subarus.
What color
It's
is
a factory color, though.
Yeah, and they had bad luck with them.
They made a yellow one?
Yeah.
Come on, Tad, that'd be all you.
No.
What color is it now?
Silver.
Silver.
Oh, okay.
It can remain silver. I find silver quite boring.
I thought it was green. That's
Well,
the moss.
Parts of it are.
It's silver with a green tinge.
The nose is broken.
Yep.
The hood has a big hole in it.
Yep.
Apparently the hood doesn't work. He bought it, but it flaps around when the hood scoops on it.
Yep.
So I don't know if that's fixable or it's just whatever piece of crap he bought.
No, we're just going to get a flat hood or we're going to close it up.
There's a, whoops, my bad.
Are we gonna make this a power and speed?
It's
Basically,
going to be a power and speed build thread. Yep.
build.
Oh man, this is gonna
Codename Subitard.
Supertard.
Nice.
Wow, I
That
thought
was going to be stupid power, but
The
anyway.
Subi project was a good idea, but
So what we're going to do, you're going to change a nose. You are going to get a nose.
Right.
You are going to get a hood. You are going to have the bodywork fixed. And you are going to make the interior look like it's safe for human habitation.
I put the back seat back in. That's it.
I think there's a little more to do there, Tad.
Nah.
Does it have a carpet in it?
Yeah.
Have to have it cleaned?
It's got 100,000 miles on it.
Tad, I'm pretty sure there were animals in there.
No, there weren't. Trust me on that one.
I will take some
Living
photos.
under the car on the gas tank, yes,
Okay.
but not in the car.
This will be a start to finish, for lack of a better term, a refresh of your ride. You know, like those TV shows where the guy drops, like you got the poor guy that's
No.
had a head injury and is trying to get a car done for him by surprise. That's like what we're doing for you.
I'm trying to think what his name was when, they,
are we gonna pimp your ride?
yes, Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
there we go. We're going to pimp Tad's ride. Now,
The East Coast version.
I have foregone the other demand, which was more than anything to make you look stupid and making it, what did you call, what is it, a stance car?
Oh,
where the tires are tilted way out?
That didn't happen.
No, so that was more to abuse you. But no,
Yeah.
I would like to make this a good car. I would like to come up with a projected quarter-mile time with a good driver. I mean, I want this thing to work. And Tad was already, right up, bigger turbo and bigger cams and everything. No. Not a kid's car. This is going to be done how we decide to do it. You just have to take a little bit of money out of your pocket. Just a little bit. But for all the assistance that we're going to give you, you should be very happy.
Yeah, I mean,
You should be thanking us right
You're going
now.
to get the best deals on everything. I'm giving you a bunch of stuff for free.
I'm not complaining.
Okay. Well, then don't. Don't get lippy.
So we're okay with this.
Yes.
The body work wise, it's got to be right.
Well, wait a minute. We got to talk about the most important thing.
Yeah.
He's actually got to do some manual labor.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's mandatory.
Did you say no?
I said, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, Mike said last time you were working on the car, you didn't do anything except like supervise. Or, well, not even
No,
supervise.
they had it backwards. I supervised. I told him what to do.
trust me.
Yeah, but you said he wasn't really working.
No, he was kind of working.
All right.
For Tad, it was hard. He changed the fuel pump.
Okay.
And the plugs, which are thrilling.
So
Okay.
is this car running right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does run. And we still don't really know what's wrong with it. But listening to it, it sounds like it's a little more, I don't know.
Internally in the engine?
Yeah, it's something minimal internally. It's not terminal. It's not shot. It's
Right.
doesn't have a spun rod bearing. Right.
I keep on forgetting to bring the stethoscope so we can listen to it.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter because I don't know what happened to you that you got in this Japanese phase. Could you explain that?
Yeah. My father wanted to borrow some money off me to buy a new car. Loaned him 30 grand. He brought home an SVX. And I was like, what the hell is that thing? And then I wrecked one of the cars I was, driving. I was like, I need the money back from, what I bought. He checked me the keys. He goes, it's yours now. And then I've been stuck with Subarus. Kind of. Well,
That kind of wasn't what I was talking about when I said Japanese thing. I'm talking about the fact that you have a JDM dashboard, a JDM motor. You were very proud to tell me that you had some kind of imported headlights.
yes.
I don't.
Well, they're EDM. So
Oh, what?
European domestic market.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So what we need to get to the bottom of is what have you fucked up on this car that's going to be a surprise later when we try to make this thing a 2.7 liter good Subaru? Like, what did you said you changed the computer.
Yeah. Well, I didn't change it. It had to be changed to get that engine to function on the car.
Okay. Because that was the Japanese engine.
Yes. It's got a variable valve timing. And I had it done in about 2004, so that was due to the market year.
Okay. So do we know if they did anything permanent to the harness in the car? Could you put a regular computer back in it?
Yeah, you can. It's what is it, four pins or something like that on the ECU. If I put mine back on, it just ignores those three because my ECU doesn't have
Wait a minute. So
outputs.
did they just add 4 pins to handle that cam phaser on the one side?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, now this is where you might come in, Tom.
Go.
Do the newer Subarus have cam phasers on both sides?
Yep.
Do you know about the programming? Can you actually tell the cams where to go when?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, you can advance and retard through. They have separate maps. Yep.
Wow. So there's actually cam control maps.
Yep.
Oh, dude. You have to have that.
Dude.
See, that's the thing. It's like, that's
Dude.
All right.
something I didn't see as a necessary evil.
That's because you think like a kid.
Dude.
That's why you ended up with the clutch you had. That's why
He's
you ended up
helping
with
you.
the differential you had. That's why you ended up with all the dumb shit you had. If you've got something that will give you more bottom and make the thing more drivable and nice, and then can move the cams to locations that we desire, because keep in mind, it's not just installed of the camshaft. It's because you've got, 2 cams per bank.
Yeah.
You actually can adjust center line too.
Yes.
That's a fantastic thing. Now, the question I have is that what can we put an ECU in that car that would drive cam phasers on both the intake and exhaust?
Somebody will tell us that you can do anything, but the reality is we're probably better off leaving what he has and just being able to adjust one.
Tanner renamed your project codename Street Squirrel. This guy's got a lot of material for a chat window. You know that, right? And then somebody was asking what the goal is for the car.
For it to run.
B-Doc. Well, yeah, for it to run. B-Doc, you want to know what the real goal is? To get it the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
That's
get it out of the back of the building.
That's what the real goal is. But I don't know. I mean, is it comfortable to say we should be able to get the thing in the 10s?
Ooh. 10s is flying. We could. I mean,
Well, how
it's
fast should your
easy.
Forester go?
She'd go in 10s.
Okay.
I have better stuff than him.
You're not trying to spend that kind of money.
It's safe to say he can go easily in the mid 11s.
Yeah, I was
Okay, so should we back it off a little bit to be a little easier?
Yeah, well, let's just surprise ourselves and be, we'll come out heroes. Let's say
1170.
Yeah, we'll say it's going to go 1170, and if it goes 1095 one day, we're going to be patting ourselves on the back.
Well, I was just nervous about the cage crap.
Cage.
You do anything under 11, in the English town, boot you.
So what?
Ted, I'm going to tell you this, that if
Yeah.
I think the car was capable of going to the 10s, I'm not so sure you are. Because
Yeah, sure.
those things look like they require a little bit of driving practice.
Yeah.
Like, so we would have to have Junior drive it or somebody.
Can I be in charge of the color?
Absolutely.
No.
The color?
Absolutely.
No.
Because I know you're on my payroll. I know.
I just want to paint this a specific color. Two-tone, if he doesn't mind, two-tone.
Silver.
Two-tone.
Silver and silver.
Oh, I have green in my. I like green in my head.
I was talking about like the Hemi green.
He wanted the
like
new
the
Hellcat
green.
The Hellcat green. I was like, oh, geez, it'll be
That'd
the
be
first
neat. It'd be
one
like a
that.
remote control car.
I'll put a big buggy whip antenna on it.
Might not be that bad. Mountain Dew green,
Oh.
black wheels.
Then with code red wheels.
No, black wheels.
So
silver with black.
Tom, what does your car have that you think would make it? Because your car's got to be heavier, isn't it? Because it's a wagon.
No.
It's not really.
No, they're probably within 100 pounds.
Okay. Let's start with what you have that we know we can use over.
Right.
You said let's start from the driveline, just so we know that shit's not going to come flying out.
Right.
You had a conversation with me that you had different half shafts and all kinds of shit already in the car.
Yes.
It has a good rear differential, right?
Yes.
What do you have, DSS?
I have ESX's old half shafts out of their car from a drive shaft shop.
Okay.
That's
DSS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drive shaft shop.
I'm
Okay.
over here.
We got the whole story.
Yeah,
there.
I'm over
He
here
couldn't just say yeah.
thinking it must be good the way he said it.
Yeah, he said it so matter of factly.
Yeah.
But he would also be the guy that tells you, I've got a 2.0 liter JDM motor. And
Yeah.
if you didn't know any better, you'd think that the guy knows something.
I
and
shifted at 7 million.
Yeah.
Did what I needed to do.
Oh, yeah. It's doing a great job outside, Ted. So the driveline stuff, you have a 6-speed in it already.
Yes.
That is
What year?
A 2002.
Oh, that's right.
It's-
JDM.
It's got no DCCD.
Good.
that's good.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
One less thing to worry about.
Yeah, one less wiring.
Okay. You have
So the bias is locked at like 60/40,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
okay. So that pretty much handles the driveline. The drive shaft, we talked about that the
I
other
was
day.
talking about because they have the solid one-piece drive shafts as opposed to what I got.
Yeah, but that's fine. The
Yeah.
2-piece is fine. Guys fly with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all that driveline stuff should be good. And I can actually say that unless your clutch is going to go bad, seems to work quite nicely just moving the thing around.
Right.
Is that clutch that you have capable of handling a decent power level?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's good. So we know that part, the driveline, the car's okay. You just put, what's that little pump you put in it?
Walbro.
Yeah, but I mean,
I forget the.
it's apparently one that everybody puts in the Subarus. So I just want to make sure that
Is it like a 270
I can check.
or is it a good one?
Are you referring to GPH?
Well, it's just a number that they call it because I think I have an Aeromotive 300.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I think. But if anybody listening knows anything about Subaru stuff, he's got an FP green turbo, and we were arguing before about how much power that thing's capable of. I could swear it's like a 50-something pound per minute turbo, which would be like a low 400 horsepower thing.
And what do you have in your car?
I have the precision stock location. I think it's 5757. It on E85 it'll make 500 wheel, so it'll make like right around 600.
Okay.
Flywheel.
All right, so we're essentially, because we started the turbo conversation, we know that now the driveline should.
Yeah,
And
it should be all right.
you discussed it, that there's nothing worse than bringing the car some place to a tuning shop and they do a quick inspection to make sure it's not going to come flying off the dyno and you find out that everything's clapped out.
Yeah, and it will fly off the dyno.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to look at it. We'll have to make sure it's all right.
Yeah, I was suggesting that we drive it around, like out on, BS Boulevard out there, and
Yeah, and it's drivable.
No, get the rust off the brakes, basically.
Yeah, Tad's like, we tried to have the retarded conversation before we started this. Did you drive it, making this noise?
Yes.
yeah,
Did you beat it making this noise?
Yep.
Did you have the bolt in the wastegate when it was making this noise?
Always.
Okay.
wow.
Do you think that could have been a contributing factor to the noise?
Care less.
Okay. Well, if we're going to help you with this, you're going to start to care.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put a functioning boost controller on.
That's
Yeah.
got one on it. It's not hooked up because it's just blocked.
Well, one thing I'm gonna.
It's got an e-boost gate. It's got an e-boost in it right now.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right.
but does it work?
It's just, I said it's disconnected just so
Well, where's the controller? Where's the module for it?
it's sitting right there on the in front of the shifter.
So why is it disconnected?
No. Where's
What?
the
box is in the by the factory one in the engine compartment.
Is that the thing that was getting hot?
it's on the right side?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, wait a second. I got to take this off ramp again.
Go ahead.
I might regret it.
Go ahead.
At what juncture did you decide to remove this electronically controlled wastegate and install the fish tank valve with the 3H24 TAT adapter in it?
That's been there since the car got the swap.
So the boost controller was never hooked up.
No, it was when I was originally there. I was with this is gonna get real good. I was there with I was at Englishtown trying to get it down like I was in the 15s, then down in the 14s. And I was with a certain person that used to be in the seat. Hey, you think we should just remove the boost controller? What could it hurt?
So wait a minute.
Pulled the line off. We just flew down the track.
So wait a minute. Are you telling me that boost control is a byproduct of EJF engineering?
Not so much.
Okay.
He drove the car?
No. I was driving the car. We were trying to get more boost out.
He recommended Tim to lock up the wastegate.
No, I did that.
Well, then why did you bring a Ballon?
Yeah.
Because he was there when I was doing it.
Failure.
We really got to work on his communication skills.
No, you know what? He was throwing Alan under the bus, and then he didn't want to. Also.
Yeah.
But he didn't put the. I put the.
Yes, he
okay.
did.
Well, then that's what I'm asking you. If you have this boost controller in the car, how did we migrate away from the probably what should be somewhat expensive boost controller to the T fish tank valve with the 3/8 bolt in it?
Because that one never left the car. It doesn't do anything. It's just sitting there.
Was it hooked up at one point?
Yes.
So when Rally Spec switched your motor over...
No, that's after Rally Spec did the switch.
Am I the only one that's not getting this picture here?
No, we never get that.
I just want to paint it. That's all. Just let me be in charge of painting it. That's it.
Style.
Yeah.
You will be the stylist.
Yeah, let me just do some. I used to spray at General Motors, just in case,
Did you actually have to paint, or did you have robots that you told what to do?
Well, it was at GM, it was all electric.
Mm-hmm.
So I could spray the parts and it would be perfect. And I could spray outward towards the air and it would come
pull it
back to the
panel.
parts.
Yeah, we're not going to have quite that luxury.
That's pretty easy.
Back to the retard. Yeah. So let me just try to establish a timeline here. You put this electronic boost control in when?
Couldn't even tell you.
All right, we're going to throw that away. Let's forget about the boost controller because he doesn't either remember or he doesn't want to answer you.
I don't remember.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the Turbo Smart e-boost and we're going to throw it away. And I'm going to get you the craziest deal you could get on the AEM boost gauge, built-in boost controller, and fail-safe module. I think it's about $300 or $400.
You can't put a fail-safe in this car; it'll never start.
No, I think it's an ignition cut based on AFR.
Okay, so that's all done within a gauge.
Yeah,
that's a pretty sweet deal, Todd. You need that.
It's pretty badass.
Are you making a shopping list, Todd?
Mine's got outputs too. So,
and we can have two. You can have two boost.
See, he's already being a little combative.
He is.
He's already being a little. See that my boost controller, my boost controller, which is not hooked up, which is laying in the side of the hood, just laying there.
It's taped there.
Has outputs.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get off the boost control. Right. So we have your FP green, which we don't really know how good it is. You do have a front mount intercooler, which apparently is a nice advantage.
Yep.
And I tried to pry this out of you the other day. Is when people talk about rotated turbos on these things. Is it a different turbo? Is it a different header? What makes the turbo rotate?
The up pipe, normally off if you have a stock manifold.
So this is a function of an exhaust connection?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not a different turbo. So in other words, we could rotate your turbo if we so desired.
Yes, or it can be a different turbo. Either way you want to go.
Is that accurate, Tom?
Is your stock location?
Yes.
So no, you can't rotate that one.
Why not?
How would you rotate it?
Up pipe, down pipe.
He's saying a different exhaust pipe.
Yeah, but it's stock location, so it's got the stock kind of flange on the back.
Yeah,
and it's got a 3 or 4 bolt flange on the bottom.
Yeah.
The only thing you could do is, are you talking about rotating the
turbo?
Yeah, you can't do that with stock location.
Where's Jeff Chang? He's always on here somewhere, and now he's not here.
He might be working, and he's in California.
Yeah, so his time is a little different.
It's only 4:30 for him.
All right.
Well, it doesn't have a need to be rotated at this point. It's stock location.
No, because pulling that air from underneath the intake manifold to get to the outside to your fucking 4-inch square stupid air filter, that little tiny thing, that air filter should be good enough for a lawnmower. That thing, I mean, that matters, dude. It does matter.
Wait.
Yeah.
I have too much boost now, but we want to put a bigger air filter on to get more.
You have a little shitbox motor that's a 2.0, and you're going to be going to a 2.7.
Right.
So I think that all of a sudden you're going to find out that maybe you won't make as much boost as you'd like. and we're going to want to move as much air as possible with the least amount of restriction. You don't want the turbocharger to have to work harder on the opposite side. You don't want to put a vacuum in front of it, or in the intake side. We want to be able to get as much air in it as we could.
We want no restriction on the intake side.
Yeah, and that will make the turbocharger work as good as it possibly can. And we talked about some of the other air ducting things that I might like to do. I mean, are you going to drive this thing like every day?
No.
Or is this going to be a fair weather driver?
The fair weather driver.
All right, then I want to turn the hood scoop into an air scoop.
Air intake.
I want to put a big giant panel filter on the front of the car. I mean, above the motor. And that scoop feeds the panel filter.
But the air doesn't come in there.
What do you mean?
The air comes in front of the front tire.
Yeah, it's not going to anymore.
Of course it is.
No, it's not. If we rotate the turbo, I want to build an air box under his hood scoop to hold a very large panel filter.
Make it a true Cal induction, so to speak.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I mean, if it's good enough to move air across the intercooler, it's more than good enough to move air into the motor.
Well, he's got a front mount. So
yeah.
Right. So realistically, we don't need the hood scoop at all.
Right.
But I would like to use the hood scoop in its function and see if we can get any effect from it.
Okay. Well, I could tell you this.
Here we go.
There are plenty of people that have made way more power than we're going to make with an air cleaner like he has.
Okay. With that little stupid air cleaner?
Well, we could put a bigger one on it, but there's room. There's room there.
Okay.
But
it even looks like the air intake system that goes underneath the manifold is tiny.
Well, that chokes.
Well, if the turbo gets rotated, it doesn't go underneath the manifold anymore.
All right, Tad, make a list, because certain things you're going to have to find out. Can you rotate the turbo with just a different exhaust system, or do you need a different turbo?
He can't rotate that turbo.
Quick question.
Yes.
What color is the interior?
Dark gray.
Dark gray?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you on, paintshop.com or something?
No, I'm over here getting it together.
Are you on? Nice.
I'm
I
getting
like
it
that.
together. Uh-huh.
Have you ever been on a website called perfecttoaster.com?
Oh, don't even start my toaster.
That's like over my head.
Woo! I wish somebody would ask about perfecttoaster.com.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, all right, moving on.
All right, so we can't rotate this turbo. It is what it is. I thought it would. To me, it would make sense it'd be just a manifold, because the turbocharger kind of has an inlet and outlet where it's supposed to be. The volutes rotate around the center housing, so I mean, I would think that a rotated turbo couldn't be anything more than what mounts the turbo.
A rotated turbo in what I don't know everything about Subarus, and mine is in stock location, but from what I gather, when you rotate a turbo, you literally turn it a certain amount of degrees so it points in a different direction, so you can put an air cleaner on it directly, and then the exit goes out in a different direction, obviously coordinated with that. The turbo he has a flange on it that doesn't allow that. You need a V-band flange to be able to rotate a turbo, don't you?
Well, no. a V-band flange.
Well, you either need a V-band flange, or you need to make an up pipe that rotates it.
I work in a shop doing this stuff.
Yeah, no, but you can't rotate yours. Well, I guess you could if you want to waste the whole shitload of time.
That's why I didn't leave it in the stock location for now until I get a bigger turbo. It's not worth it. I mean, it's a small turbo for what we'd be doing to it.
Tad, we know that economy-wise here that it hasn't, we're trying to be easy on your ecosystem in your pocket. I mean, if you say, look, we'll give you a budget, we'll get you a new turbo. No problem. They make them all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I think a green is like a 20G, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nothing spectacular.
I mean,
It'll do.
I have a 20G. I'll just give it to you.
Well, if he's got a 20G, he's got a 20G or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. We can get a turbo.
All right.
We'll get a 30R with a V-band.
All right.
I don't want to make this big and stupid.
No.
I want to make it nice.
A 30R will be nice. It'll come on hard with a 2.7. It'll make 450 wheel pretty easy, especially if we can do E85.
What?
Are we going to do E85?
Well, we kind of can't, because you just can't get it here.
We'll just buy drums. It's only a fair weather car.
Yeah,
you can buy E98 for $2 a gallon.
Yeah, but you can buy regular gasoline now at $1.75.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can make 100 more horsepower.
Yeah, it's to me.
Okay.
A street car, you need to be able to pull up to the place that gives you the gas wherever you are. Are you with me, Crunch? I mean, you agree with that?
I mean, it depends on we have parts coming from Tom. Mike's shelling out a couple dollars in his pocket. Crunch is providing the customization.
I don't think Mike's putting any money into this thing.
I'm
yeah.
I'm the manager.
I'm hoping not.
Oh yeah. Well, the manager has to make up when
He might
when I
buy-
hit him with this paint scheme.
He
has
might
to
buy
pay.
lunch.
He has to pay.
I got some things helped Tad. I got some things helped.
He loves Tad. He make sure he
I
has
love
a nice
that
hot
too.
rod.
I do too.
As long as I've known this guy,
We're gonna drive
everything
this
he's
thing,
had has been fucked up.
except for this car.
This car actually started out good.
Yeah, it was new.
Uh-huh.
So you're gonna give him a nice.
You bought that car
project.
new?
Yeah.
And you've got it in the condition
car
it's
was
in
new.
now.
That car
Like I
was
said, it's
new?
got 100,000 miles on it, man.
That's
It's
the
been
crutch. That car
beaten
was
hard to
new.
put it away wet.
Couldn't be.
It was new.
Wow.
Every
I
car's
remember
new.
when he got it.
What year is it?
2002. I got a 01.
What a hump. All right. Well,
So let's get to the motor. So
motor.
we know that his front mount intercooler is good enough, period. Like, I mean, are they kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
an intercooler is an intercooler for those?
Yeah, it's fine. This
Okay.
is fine. What brand is it?
I think it's Turbo XS.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll
Okay.
work.
It's fine. Yep.
Okay, so we've got intercooler. We'll stick with your FP green that you have now.
For now.
Apparently, you have a multitude of headers floating around your compound.
Unfortunately.
Okay, so headers, depending on what we find when it comes out, you've got your choice of whatever ones you want.
Right.
So now we're to the motor. That's where Thomas comes in, because Thomas has some stuff that he is going to help you with. So what do you have?
I have an out front block, which is closed deck.
Right.
Be good for you.
Now this is a 2.7.
Well, it's 2.5 block.
Okay.
We're going to put a stroker crank in it.
Okay.
We're going to need to send the crank out and get it checked out.
Okay.
If we get it cut, we'll get it nitrided.
Now this is the one you had that got hurt,
Yeah,
but
it's not bad.
nothing terminal.
No.
Does it need a rod?
I know I have a rod.
You have a rod.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so the rods are fine, and I have a new one. It's going to need pistons, which I think I have them also. I think I do. So the only thing is they might be high compression, and if they are, we're not going to want them.
Well, I
So-
mean, even at this, and I'm not.
He might have to buy pistons.
Yeah, I'm not knocking that. There's only 4.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, like for me, I'm looking at everything. Everything's automatically 50% off retail. When you give me the street price.
Yeah.
For half of 8 cylinders?
Yeah, sure.
That you used to?
Sure.
Well, regardless, he's going to get a good deal on stuff,
Right.
because of.
I want Tom to surprise us. We're telling too much, right? For the build-up.
No, this is.
He wasn't. He didn't want to talk about it unless he knew everything that was going on, because he's
He doesn't trust you, your judgment.
I don't
Well,
think he doesn't trust any of us.
I'm not dropping the car off and then coming back and going, surprise. It's like,
No, that's not happening because that would involve us doing the
Yeah.
work, and that's not going to
That
happen.
ain't happening.
You don't
No.
trust my customization skills for paint, bro?
He thinks he's going to come back and there's going to be a Mitsubishi motor in it.
Oh, man.
That'd be funny.
All right, so we've got
I've got heads,
essentially the stuff for the long block.
and I have a set of heads.
Okay, and you've got a set of heads that are being repaired, or
They need to be repaired. They need to be looked after.
all right.
Because shit went through them, so they got to be looked at.
Well, did this thing stick a cam journal, or did it hurt a rod bearing? What exactly happened?
It stuck a cam journal, but those heads are on my car.
Oh, those heads are on your
Okay.
car.
Yeah, we just fixed them.
Okay, so these heads, they just might have had junk go through them at some point.
Maybe not.
Okay.
I don't even know.
Okay, but we have people to do that.
We do have people.
All right, camshafts.
Stock.
Okay, I would tend to agree with that because when you've got, stock, they run very nicely.
They run great, and you could just turn up the boost.
Yep. So,
Agree, Ted?
Yes.
okay.
I'll turn up the boost. Yes.
Your intake will work.
Right.
You have a throttle body.
Yes.
Really, that's pretty much it.
Well, we've got a lot of auxiliary shit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's going to have to be.
a lot of ancillary stuff.
Yeah,
I always want to use the word ancillary in a sentence
there you go.
on the air. I use it a lot.
I was just thinking
Ancillary.
whether I have to go with fly-by-wire or not.
I'm going to have to go dictionary.com for that.
Do it.
Well, I don't see why you'd have to go fly by wire if we're not changing the computer to.
Not true.
That car didn't come fly by wire, right?
No, it's a throttle cable.
Then leave it alone.
We leave it alone if somebody from the Subaru gang, like, and we probably should have thought, hey, we might be able to talk to JJ or somebody while we were doing this.
Yeah, well,
And we can bring him in next.
Yep.
And then hopefully we can get this all ironed out. I would like to use multiple cam phasers. I would, intake and exhaust phasers.
Yeah.
If you have to do that and you have to switch to a fly-by-wire, we got to know what's involved. If it means taking the entire harness out of the car, to put.
Well, that's what I was.
That's what it's going to mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth doing because the computer you have in the car now will drive one.
Right.
So now I wonder if it's worth keeping one or not having any.
Well, I mean, if the computer will support the one, I think it's better to have support of one, right?
I would think so.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I would think.
And having I like that. That looks good. Too bad we're not a TV show to cut the.
You see him cutting his eye over at me, right?
Yeah, don't show it to him.
Yeah, we're not going to.
Actually, you shouldn't show them at all. You should just post it on Facebook
Oh God.
when it's ready.
Oh, when it's ready.
Yeah. You just, once you get a design you like, post it on Facebook. Actually, we could make designs. We could have the listeners vote on which one.
They don't even ever
Oh,
call
geez.
us. They're not going to vote. They should send in what they think.
This is my first Subaru situation. I'm excited here. Car guy.
Paint's paint. It's just a canvas.
So we'll find out about the throttle body stuff.
Right.
We have to find out more than anything about the cam phasers and what we can do with computer. If they just added wiring to your computer to run one, it makes me wonder how hard it is. Is it because the JDM ones already had a single cam phaser?
That engine into my car was supposed to be like a direct swap with just the addition of the AVCS wiring.
Okay.
I can probably call Dave and he'll remember. I mean, I know Tad's been erased twice since then, but
No, that was way after that.
that was before. Yeah, well, all right.
Yeah, I think the erasers happened
Before this stuff.
before he bought this thing.
Okay, well, he was suffering from the effects of it.
Oh, yeah.
But I know the guy that did his car, so I can call. He's a customer.
And I'm sure he'll remember Ted.
Well, he might remember.
Well, I actually went back
Might?
to him
Yeah.
to get him to
Might?
I know. Come on, man.
bastards. I went back to have him reflash my ECU, and he didn't have the coding to do that ECU. For some reason, it wasn't available yet.
Coding.
Well, whatever you need for EQTech way back when, he couldn't do that ECU. He's like, I can send the information.
There's probably open source tuning for that ECU.
That stuff wasn't available when I went in there. We're talking. I did this in like 05 or.
But see, don't forget, whatever he's got now for an ECU to drive this is why it gets messed up, because he had to get into this whole JDM thing. If he put, actually I got somebody calling. I'll grab him in a minute. All right. They should be on hold, I think. We've got a situation where he took out the stock computer and he put this JDM computer in, but now doesn't have a programmed stock computer. He has a piggybacked module.
Right.
So
If he had the stock computer in it, we could probably just have it open source tuned. But maybe our caller knows something about Subarus because we don't know shit.
I didn't open up the caller interface yet because I was just, and then these guys are sitting on here talking that they're having their own conversation, not listening to us. That's very nice. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Let me see who's on here. Just bump in here. All right.
Uh-oh.
Mark Bench.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, buddy, gotcha. You're on.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Mark?
All right, what do you want to know? What are you working with? You're working with an O2 bug eye?
Yes.
This guy knows.
Does he know Tad? He said bug.
No, he doesn't know Tad. But Mark knows. Yeah, he's got a 2 bug eye, and he's got a JDM 207, and we don't know anything about it.
All right. Well, correct. You can run the 207 off as long as you have a 207 ECU by just adding the AVCS wiring, but it's not as tunable as later stuff. How's that?
Is open source available for it, or does he need to use that ECU tech thing?
I want to say you can open source tune it, but the problem is it is a older style ECU. In 04, they went to drive-by-wire and 32-bit.
Yep.
And it is so much easier to tune with and make work right. I mean, that's what we've done in the past, is rather than hassle with all that stuff when you're going big build, is find a totaled 04 and everything just sort of plugs and plays.
All right. When you say everything, what are we talking about changing if we do that?
It's the entire wiring harness.
Yeah.
Behind the dash and engine bay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if it's just taking a dash out, how bad could that be?
It could be no worse than my
It'd be
Lincoln.
easy for us. We're not doing it.
Yeah. Tad, remove that bolt. Yeah, it can't.
It's better than my Lincoln, and I've done the Lincoln 3 times. So.
But you see, Tad, if you're going to do something like this,
Yeah.
you might as well do it right.
Yeah.
I mean, and if the advice of the people that know how to do this is you should have the later model computer, that kind of solves a bunch of issues at
Right.
once. If we can do this, what can it use? Like dashboard function? You know, what, like, does anything else have to be changed in the car other than the harness, or no?
Not really. Once you get the harness, if you have the donor car, it's nice to get like trying to think here, the speedo cluster and everything that is unique to the STI and looks all pretty.
Yep.
So I mean, stuff like that'll work. Other than that,
I already got
plug
that.
and
So.
play.
Yeah, but you've got, say, you're saying you've already got that, but you've got an old one to work your old computer. So we're going to need a dash, we're going to need the harness, the ECU, and what else?
Not the dash, just the cluster.
The cluster. Oh, you know what I mean, the cluster.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, what do you know about an FP Green?
How old is it?
It's old. It's about 0405.
Like not oil or not coolant
No,
center section?
not HTZ or nothing like that.
But it's oil. It's water cooled.
It's
isn't
oil
it?
cooled, not water.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
wait. It might be. No, it is water. Sorry.
Yeah, it's water cooled.
Okay.
It's like an 05, 06. It's the
Yeah.
newer style stuff.
The old FP Greens were just oil, and you could throw that in the creek if you wanted to.
Yep.
But the later ones, once they went to a water cooled center section, weren't bad.
How much power will they make? I mean, it's a 20G, right?
Yeah. So I mean, in reality, you're looking 300 to 350 maybe.
Yeah.
At the wheels.
Yep. That's what I said. I said
'Cause I mean, like-
I said 370, but 350.
That ain't getting in the 11s, is it? Yeah.
Well, 350 wheel is nearly 400. No, it's a little more than 400.
Yeah, because think like Laura Weiss is 18G, and it's running out of steam right at 300 wheel.
Have you ever run down track?
No, it's stock 5-speed. It would explode.
Got it. No, it'll go
But
in
it
the
was faster than mine.
Aha. It'll go in the 11.
Yeah.
Okay. So that works. All right. So you can keep your turbo for now. What about turbo rotation? Can that turbo be rotated with a different exhaust or no?
Now, when you say when they say rotated kit, it usually means you're putting something big on that wouldn't fit where the factory one was. So there's no need to rotate it until you're physically out of space.
And you can't rotate a stock location unit anyway because of the exhaust, the downpipe flange, right?
Oh yeah, you'd have to have all custom exhaust.
Yeah.
Both feed and exhaust and exit.
Yep. So
Yeah, you only go rotated usually when you do something like the big GT series or something with like a different style flange, or you're running a big front mount or a big V mount.
yeah, well, he does have a front mount.
Yeah, I mean, but it works with a stock location, so it's
Right.
not a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So what that means is you need to change a little more and a little less than we thought. We'll use your turbo, which we kind of thought was okay. We should start looking for the Subaru componentry we need. Now, when we put that computer in, we can run the cam phasers on both intake and exhaust, right?
No.
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 04 is just single.
Damn it.
Yeah. 04 through 07, so that chassis was only intake. It wasn't until the next chassis that it went dual AVCS, and that's a whole different ball of wax because it's a CAN bus car.
Oh, yep.
Okay. So then every module talks at a data level.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Exactly, and so nothing is plug and play, and street legality and inspectability and everything go out the window.
okay. All right.
But like Tom, you know Matt's car,
Yep.
white bug eye.
Yep.
He was originally stock 02 stuff, tried to make it work, didn't work real well, tried to go AEM, but then he lost a lot of functionality of factory things.
Yep.
And we ended up doing 04 STI stuff, and now it makes big power and
It's perfect.
wins contests. And
How are these things when you do the things that we're talking about with Tad's car here, like at a 2.7? How drivable are they? Are they nice to drive around? Like you drive it like a regular car and just be very fast?
I don't see why not. I mean, I'll use my wife's car as example. And I mean, she went from a 2-liter car to a 2.5, just did a lot of head work, STI cams, 18G billet. And like I said, it putters out around 300 wheel horsepower, and it's her only car. It's got air conditioning, it's got quiet exhaust, and she enjoys it. But there are guys out there that beat on it hard enough to break it. but it's all in, making sure you have the fuel so it doesn't lean out and having a good tune.
Yeah. Now, I mean, they're drivable, right? Like they're not like cold-blooded. They're not stupid. They drive like a nice car.
Unless you go put some like giant, creepy Kelford cams in it or something, it should be drivable.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, we're not talking anything different than I had before I did this build.
Okay.
I mean, mine was a high 11-second Forester with a 20G. I put fucking 40,000 miles on that thing.
Okay.
And it was
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Laura's almost 50,000 miles, going good. There's plenty out there. It's all in how you treat it.
Yep.
And maintain it.
Agreed.
Okay. Sounds good. Good information. See that, Todd?
What?
We got some answers, so we can point you in the right direction. I just keep shelling out the cash. We'll get you all the parts we need. That's all.
I think Mark is a gun guy too.
Is he?
Mark?
Yeah, I'm a 1911 guy.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how to make a Kimber shoot straight? Because mine's a piece of shit.
He does. He's got a garbage camera, dude.
That's got to go back. I got to send that back this week. As
good as Kimber swears they are, you can get a Philippine-made gun that they will guarantee will be better than it every day of the week.
Well,
for $500.
I got to tell you, this thing, it's not that it's just not good. It's something's wrong. It's like Tom's a good shot, and Tom shot it. And look, I can tell you that it's not me. I have a Sig Sauer 226 lightweight, and it's an X6, and that thing is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So it's not me. I can shoot.
And three of us shot the Kimber.
Yeah, and
it's a disaster.
It's bad.
Mark, I'm telling you, I would shoot. I mean, shooting at like 7 yards offhand, obviously. I mean, I would put one in a bull and then 9 inches right. And I mean,
so completely inconsistent.
Horrible. And he's and he calls them and they're like, well, you suck.
That's the hardest to prove to them, because they're like, oh, well, you're inconsistent.
Okay, well, bench fire the thing, because I mean that's the next thing I'm going to do.
We did that. We did it last week.
No, I'm going to buy. I was looking at
Vice.
I was looking at a good Vice. There's a name for it. The people that make it. It's got a nice grip that you make to the. I'm going to get one.
Vice.
But look, if you'd like to come up here and shoot guns one weekend, absolutely.
Well, he's from North Carolina.
Oh, well,
that'll be a long ride.
It's a long ride. So we should go down there and shoot guns.
We should go down there. You guys got to tell me when Ryan has his big barbecue deal at the shop, and we should come down there and maybe fly some guns down.
We got a new range opening up, supposed to be like the second biggest in the country, all indoor, super nice coming up.
Really? In Cary?
Just out near the airport, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Triangle Shooting Academy. It's going to have, I think, even like 100-yard range indoor.
Wow,
that's nice.
That's pretty cool. Well, forget about that. Keep us posted about the barbecue deal.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. That gives us a little more direction on where we go with this thing, so we can start gathering all the parts and make a plan. And do appreciate it.
Fun stuff, and Subarus are like Legos. They, parts just interchange.
Okay.
True.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thanks,
buddy.
bro.
Thanks.
Thank you.
See ya. I didn't realize. I keep forgetting about that. I'm talking to somebody on the telephone. I think they're like right here.
Yeah, like he was in Flemington.
Yeah, come up and shoot. Up wasn't kidding. If he's in North Carolina, what
way
the?
up. Yeah.
Damn.
Did you cut him off? Is he still listening?
No, he's probably listening. To the live feed, because now we, remember in the beginning we were just doing this so people could call in and listen, so they could sit on hold and listen. But now they could just listen live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was even looking on Craigslist before for 04 STIs being parted out and stuff like that, and the guys just have the shell left because they've already lost half the.
Not for nothing, Tad.
Right,
how much could a new wiring harness possibly cost?
Good question.
I mean, what could it possibly cost?
I think we could probably make do with what he has.
Well,
sorry, I lost my voice there for a minute.
But not with the fly-by-wire, though.
Yeah, but who cares about fly-by-wire? There's better throttle bodies available for the cable.
Yeah, but like you're saying, we couldn't. The ECU's got less tunability.
Oh, it'll be fine. We're going to make 400 horsepower at the most at some point with a different turbo.
I already have the paint scheme ready.
All right, good.
just so you know, Tad.
Did you do one in bright green just for the hell of it?
Nah.
All right. Well,
he has gray interior, so
let's stay with most of what you got. You started out that way. It's not going to make 500 horsepower. Fly-by-wire doesn't matter. I'd rather have a cable anyway.
Well, so
Yeah.
that's why I would stick with the cable.
Yeah.
Because my Corvette did fuck up my old black one. That
Oh, yeah?
that one did fuck up.
Stays open?
Yeah, it cruise control.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I mean, push, and the only thing that and for whatever reason, the clutch cancel was touchy. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Like maybe the clutch switch didn't work. So the one time pushing the clutch and the thing just went.
You should have just drove into a guardrail or something and sued GM.
Well, I liked that car. That was what I had at that point.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we got kind of a plan for you. Tanner is asking about shirts. Tom?
All right, I'm going to show you guys because I am trying, man. I really am trying. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Hang on. Oh, that was Mark. I texted this cat this weekend about the shirts.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get an answer. Well, I mean, you have to try. Oh, here it is. Power and Speed logo update, please. And I got nothing.
There you go.
Saturday at 6:41 a.m.
Way to command all that 6:41 in the morning. I would have told you to go F yourself.
Well, it's a text message. It was there the rest of the day.
Guys,
He didn't have to answer
snuggled
me
up
right
in
then.
bed dreaming of Cheerios, and you're banging his phone while it's sitting there on a nightstand.
He should have called me.
All right. Well, we'll come up with something. Can you call the guy instead of
I'm
texting?
gonna. Yeah, I will
All right.
call.
And if he can't do it,
I didn't want to call him at 6:41.
okay. That we actually have some Blackstone oil sample kits to give away that we'll get into next week. So
Cool.
anybody that likes Blackstone Labs, here's your chance to either be introduced to them or, just get one done on us. No sweat. I mean, it'll be pretty nice.
Well, we should probably use one of those on Tad's oil.
I mean, is it like
It's worth it, but
This oil's been
Doesn't even
sitting
matter
for
'cause
like
we're gonna be doing
7
our shit,
years,
right?
that's exactly what Tad said. Why bother, getting that tested? Because at this point, first off, we know he's stupid with a 2.0. I know he wants to shift it at 9,500 or wherever he thinks he can go, but we're not going to keep that piece of shit anyway.
Right.
And I mean, I'm not knocking the Subaru JDM guys that, you think you've got something magic because they've got forged pistons in them from the factory.
It ain't magic.
I know. But I mean, if there's people that want those motors, Tad, you said at one point they were in demand. So what you should do is, once it's out, I guess it's easy enough to take a little bit more of a look at it to see what's wrong with it, if anything. Maybe we find out it's something stupid that could be fixed, easily.
Sell it.
Trust me, I'm all for a 2.7.
Yeah, and then just sell the thing and you get what you get for it.
Yeah.
I mean, did you look on eBay to see what those things are worth or Craigslist or anything?
I could have replaced it with another one for about like 3,500.
Well, listen, if you get 3,500 for it, that's a pretty good thing.
No,
I mean,
yeah.
That's a new functioning blah blah blah, not one with 50,000 miles on it like mine.
Okay, well, then let's try
Probably
this again.
still worth $2,000.
What do you think it's worth if it's in good shape?
I couldn't even tell you.
$2,000.
Whatever somebody's willing to pay.
He's so difficult,
Thanks,
isn't
Captain
he?
Obvious.
I
mean-
can't give you a price because I don't know it. That's it.
Oh, he's getting lippy.
He is getting lippy. He is. You might be going back to green or yellow. And I don't mean for the turbo.
He might be getting erased.
Yeah.
Again.
All right, so what you should do is go look and see what that thing's worth.
Right.
And see if you can, because if you get rid of that, it just puts more money back
more
in.
back into the car.
Absolutely. I think that probably about covers it for Tad's build.
Yeah.
Where our starting point is. You got to find out what parts you got. I guess we'll make a time to come here. and
You
get-
can do a build thread on Naziak?
No.
Would we?
Yeah, you have to.
I thought it would be better on Power and Speed, but
No,
Oh, yeah, we're going to do it on Power and Speed too, but why
You can
not?
just tell people it's
Yeah.
on here. I don't care. If you want to take pictures or whatever, that's fine. I don't know how involved those motors are to come out. I mean,
well, we're going to see.
I watched a YouTube video when I was trying to figure out what was making noise in his, and then you got in a YouTube Subaru loop.
Yeah, I know.
And then I'm looking at a guy with a cherry picker pulling on a motor, and then he's dicking around with a clutch fork or some shit.
Next thing you know, you're watching Subaru's rally race and running people over.
Yeah, it's
I know.
just, you go down a path that's hard to understand.
Hey, can we get some strippers to help us take the motor? I mean, you are the king of strippers, right?
I don't think we'd really want any attached strippers
I
here.
know. I know.
I'm just,
oh yeah, we'll go to Sonic and get them
I
now.
was just saying it.
yeah, you wouldn't want any attached.
Oh,
no,
did you hear that jab?
That's
Yeah, I
fine. He could jab all he wants. There's quite nice young ladies at Sonic.
Hey, we got to shout out to our sponsors, perfecttoaster.com.
Look, we can go down this road before we sign off.
You don't want to. You don't.
Okay.
No. Hey, well, one thing before we sign off, Pro Stock. A couple guys put pictures on of the new Pro Stock cars. I think they're pretty cool. I'm going out there. I got my tickets.
Yeah, they didn't look
I didn't
bad.
get tickets yet. How much were they?
Like $370 each way, and then I upgraded.
Yeah, they didn't look bad at all.
What if you didn't have the miles to upgrade? What do they cost?
In first,
Yeah, what should it be like?
$1,250.
1250 and
Yeah.
1500, somewhere in that range.
Yeah,
I noticed that the fares to Vegas went way down.
I didn't even look
Because
I haven't looked.
CES is this week, and normally they're like between 13 and 1600, and I could have gotten there for like 900.
We should have went out there.
And
When is it? This week or next week?
it's starts the 6th through the 9th.
Oh, okay.
But we're not, they're not doing this one, so I don't have to go, but I might go for my own stuff. But I'm not there yet to go with my own stuff.
You go look around.
Yeah, I haven't ever honestly looked around. I've been to that show like 7 times and never much left the booth to the bathroom to the outside. That's it.
You know what I found out? Since they go Newark to LAX now,
Yeah.
you can't get any complimentary upgrades on that route.
Really?
Nope, can't do it.
I flew back from LA the one time that we drove from Vegas to LA, and I think I had booked that ahead of time. But that was actually a nice flight, and it wasn't really, what was it, 20 minutes longer than Las Vegas? It was
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, not bad.
It was nothing.
I flew into LA because they're like every hour on the hour.
Okay.
You can just-
Where does this flight go to go to Pomona?
Newark to LA.
To LA, and then
Yeah.
you drive. How far is Pomona? I'm just asking because I don't know.
It's an hour.
An hour? That's not bad.
Yeah. Depending on traffic, could be 4 hours.
I think I'd like to go to this. Now do you? Yeah, I know. Well, but see, when I was there, I didn't have any of that traffic. Everybody talks about this traffic. I didn't have any of it. I was there for 4 days.
Depends on the time.
I guess so. We went to Universal. We did a whole bunch of things. Dumb tour shit, and didn't really have any bad traffic. And I was scared to death. I thought we had to leave like 5 hours early to get to the airport. There was nothing. So, but it was a weird place.
Yeah.
All right, we can do that. Well, do you have pictures of Pro Stock cars or some kind of update that you brought it up or?
Yeah, they're on our Facebook
On our
page.
page, yeah.
Oh.
Do you ever look at it?
No.
Okay. Well, there you go.
There's 2 pictures on there, and it looks good.
And one
Yeah, I
before
think-
paint, one after.
I forget who. I think Tanner might have put up.
Yeah, I think somebody shared. one of them.
No. Dysinger.
Joe?
Yeah, Joe put up McGahee's car,
Okay.
and then there was another one, and they look good. I like them without the scoops.
Okay.
They got a nice cowl induction hood.
I think the look can be fine. I think I have no problem with that. I think they'd actually look neat, and they would look more like regular cars, which is nice.
It still looks sportier. It looks sportier than stock. So
Yeah, well, I mean, look, you look at all the things we watch that are the turbocharged cars, like with the exception of Chief's stupid long-nosed, whatever that thing is, Pro Mod street car.
Silliness.
I mean, they're regular cars. So I think that, I think it's a good look. I think that's fine.
Yep.
I think that all the stuff that they had to do so quickly is what's going to be tough. And we still got to, look, you talked to some people that weren't testing yet because they couldn't get parts. So
Yeah.
it still remains to be seen how many show up and how successful this is.
Well, that's why I want to go.
Yeah, I mean, you might find out they could even, if NHRA mandated this, and there's a lot of guys that can't get dunks, they can't get parts, they might postpone the opening points race of Pro Stock. They might.
I don't know. I think if you can get there with some kind of car with fuel injection, you'll be in. You might get a Wally in Pro Stock.
Yeah, right.
We maybe should work on something.
Okay, just a couple other little things. Some of the guys like B-Doc. So when my car's done and Tad's car's done, and we know Jeff, fireman, who was here last week.
Yep.
He's working on his SS.
Yep.
Notice I didn't say Impala, Jeff, so you'd be proud of me. He's working on his SS. That's going to have a whole LSA swap.
Yep.
And, there are a fair amount of people from around here to listen, so they said we should get a track day together when the weather gets nice, when
Hell
everything's
yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you've got your car.
Yep.
Crunch, you've always got people that want to go to track. I don't know if you're going to have anything for yourself that's ready to go. Tad should be done. Mine, I don't know how long we're going to be looking at it. It shouldn't be terrible.
No, we could do a rental, actually.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Do something like that. That could be kind of
Power
nice.
and speed rental.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. We got to definitely have some, T-shirts by then, man.
I'd like to take this stock Ford through there and see what it runs.
Oh, yeah.
You going to have that long?
Nah, I want to get rid of it.
All right, well, let's
My
get an
leg is
update from
hurting.
you. Did you order your dually yet or no?
I told you I had a surprise in the last one.
You had what?
I had a surprise for you in the last episode.
Okay. Well, last episode you called in.
Right. And you remember that conversation?
No. I was here.
He was looking at our Facebook page at that time.
We almost needed crickets there for a minute.
Yeah. Too many Diet Cokes there. But
Okay. All right. So, but you're gonna have
Definitely
something.
gonna be gas.
I know.
We're past the diesel.
I know.
It ran well, but I can't do diesel.
Okay. Okay.
All right. I don't want to make you upset.
I'm not upset. I ain't got to put gas in it. And right now, gas ain't so bad.
No.
So, I mean, fuel's just about, from my standard, almost free. I mean, when you go from $4 a gallon, it's looking pretty good.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like $1.87 here, right?
Yeah, and it's going to go.
It's down to 173.
Diesel?
No, not diesel.
Yeah, diesel's
Gas.
187.
Yeah.
Just a little gas station up there. There's some parts in New Jersey that are 170, and I have seen some fuel prices in like the 160s. So I don't know if there's any that are any cheaper than that.
I've seen 160s on Route 1.
Right. Well, they're saying it's going to go down even further.
No problem.
Well, it's good and bad. It's good
Yeah.
because everybody has some more money to spend, but the bad thing is what's going to happen if it snaps back real bad. Because then you go from everybody spending $1.60 in fuel to back to $3.50.
Everybody bitching about it.
Yeah, that
again.
sucks.
It's not going to go there. Better not.
No, I think we have enough we're able to do here domestically now that that we can. OPEC ain't going to slow down because they don't want us producing any more than we have to, and by them keeping their production up, they're keeping all the prices down.
Yep.
It cost me $23 to fill that Mustang up.
Isn't that something?
It's awesome.
I have a picture when I filled up the Excursion that I believe wherever I was $187
Crazy.
to fill the tank up.
Back when it was like $5 a gallon.
It was like 4 or something because that thing's like a 44-gallon tank if you run it down real far. So yeah, now I fill it up and it's like 80. I'm like, oh, that's beautiful.
And it's funny because diesel's cheaper to manufacture, and it's always
yeah.
been more.
It's still all the tax stuff, I guess.
Bastards.
All right. Anything else from you guys? Or are we about done?
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Oh yeah, forgot. Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Tom, thank you for the Christmas presents. I
Yeah,
will
Tom,
post
thanks.
pictures of them.
Yeah.
Tom got me a Minion.
Hell yeah, I did.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week, probably Monday and probably right around 7 o'clock.
All right.
Yep.
See you, everybody.
Later.